children, how do you do? Fine? Okay. Welcome to the new lecture of online classes. Today we are going to study one new topic for you, that is conditional statements and its converse, and this is very important in maths too. So today we are going to study conditional statements and how to write its converse also. Okay, so let's start. So children, take out your maths 2 textbook, page number 8. Let's learn the very important topic in maths 2, that is conditional statements and converse. Converse means opposite of conditional statement. Now what is mean by conditional statements? The statements which can be written in the if-then form are called conditional statements. Suppose a simple example, if we can say that if you will not study, then you will fail. So you see what I used, it is a conditional statement that if you will not study, then you will fail. So similarly, here also we have one simple example. So the part of the statement following if means the statement written after if is called the antecedent, or if part is also called as the antecedent, and the part following then is called the consequent, means then part is also called as consequent. These are the two different names. So if part is called as antecedent, then part is called as consequent. Let us consider one simple example. The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. This is simple statement where if and then is not used. But now we will convert this statement into the conditional form by using if and then. Now see how. So first of all you have to decide that which part is if part. So remember here the condition is given about rhombus. Okay, here we are talking about rhombus. So how we write the given statement as if the given quadrilateral is a rhombus, then what happens? Then its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. So now you can see here I have used if part and then part. So if part is what? Means the given quadrilateral is a rhombus is called as antecedent part, and after then whatever the statement written, its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other is which part? Consequent part. Now if the antecedent, now suppose you have now the same statement you have to convert into converse form, means now you have to write its converse. So it's very easy. If the statement is written in conditional, means if it is written in if then form, then it is very easy to convert in converse. Why? See, whatever your then part, it becomes your if part, and whatever your if part, it becomes your then part, and the statement will start from if. So what we can write for this, that if, so what is meant by converse? If the antecedent and consequent in a given conditional statement are interchanged, means if your if part become then and then part become if, that is called as converse of the given statement. Now see, for this example, how we can write its converse. What we will say, that if the diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other, then in place of if we write then now, then the given quadrilateral is a rhombus. Now this whatever I told you, this is the converse of this statement. So first a simple statement is there, suppose. So that statement first you will write in if part and then part, that is called as. So children, what is the conditional statement? Means it is written in if then form. The example is the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. So in conditional how we write? If a quadrilateral is a rhombus, then its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Now this you have to convert into converse. Converse means if become then, and then become if. So but the statement will start from if part. Okay, so this then become if. So start from here. If diagonals of a quadrilateral are perpendicular bisector of each other, then it is a rhombus. Okay, so this is how to write the given statement in conditional as well as in converse. Now you have one exercise. Which exercise you can